How to start trading in the Indian stock market, how to make money from Nifty, I'll teach you in this video today. To make money in Nifty, you need two essential skills. The first is learning to read charts, understanding exactly where to buy, where to sell, and where to place your stop loss. The second skill is what we call knowledge of futures and options. So for today's video, I'm going to keep things quite straightforward and to the point. You'll just have to directly buy and sell based on the strategy. Because I'll teach FNO knowledge in such a shortcut way that you won't need to watch 2-hour long videos. Your work will be done. So make sure if you want to learn how to make money from the Indian stock market, whether it's Nifty, Bank Nifty, or future options, you'll learn everything in this video. Let's begin. Alright guys, so here there are two major types of trading. One is stock market trading like Bajaj Finance, Infosys, Nifty and so on. For example, if I come here, this is my account. So if we look at my holdings, I've bought Bajaj Finance, HDFC. I've invested in these, so my total investment is currently over 1 million rupees. Infosys is at a loss, but it will recover. In the long term, everything works out, right? If I go to positions, you can see this trading. Look, I've bought Nifty's October future. There's a 25,000 profit running, and I've done something with Adani. Only 5,000 profit there. I also made a profit in Tata Consumer, so that's two segments. One is stock trading, another is Nifty trading. Before there were Nifty, Bank Nifty, Sensex, Fin Nifty, so many options. But in the past year and a half, some rules have come into play, making Nifty, which was already considered excellent, now truly the best choice. So we will focus primarily on Nifty. In the next video, if you'd like, we can certainly explore stocks and other instruments. So guys, we've got two main segments here. First of all, we'll come right over here and then we'll move on to the Nifty chart. Now take a look. We need to sell this one. Should I sell here? Should I book profits here? Or should I buy it here? Where should I book profits? So I'm writing down for you. The very first skill you need is chart reading. All right, when it comes to chart reading, you definitely need a strategy. And the most effective strategy that truly works in the stock market is what we call price action. So within price action, I will share with you 3 distinct entry steps. I'll detail these entry methods, and if you diligently follow them, your outcomes will be significantly improved. And it's not as if I'll suddenly shift gears and present you with a chart from the 3rd, then one from the 10th, and then another from the 15th, selectively showing only those instances where my analysis perfectly aligns. Okay? In this PPT, I will show you the entire month of September itself. It's October. Sitting here today, I'll show you September's full run. You should check it yourself. And after that, there won't be a single bias. The same rule applies here. That's perfectly fine. The second skill that exists is called future and option trading. That is, we trade in futures and options. So what happens? This is something that inherently comes with expiry, that if we've entered into any trade, for instance, the current month is October, then on the last Tuesday of October, our Nifty future lot will expire. And what about options? Options are similar. There are two types of options. Weekly expiry is on Tuesday. Monthly expiry is also on Tuesday. Everything used to be on Thursday, so let's keep it simple. Future trading is for those who possess a little capital. First, regarding this video, I will definitely teach you this. And I'll quickly teach you a few things about futures and options data. Let me try one thing. What happens then? Future trading is for those who have a bit more cash. That is, those who have some money. Okay? I'll explain why that is. In futures and options, if we talk about futures and I type Nifty futures here, you'll need a slightly larger capital for that. If you were to go and buy the Nifty for October here, you'd be looking at approximately 2 lakh rupees. And you understand why, don't you? The reason it's costing 2 lakh rupees is precisely because this is a 75 quantity lot. I cannot make this 74, nor can I make it 76 units. It's directly 150 now, so the multiplication factor here is at a very high number. Earlier, the lot size used to be 25, so we were able to manage with less. So whoever has a large amount of capital can trade in futures, and those who don't have capital can trade in options. For instance, but if I were to write Nifty 25,000 right here, then observe the 7th of October, which is going to be the upcoming Tuesday, then the 14th of October. And continuing in this manner, if I proceed to purchase this, I would only be able to acquire this particular bidder. 2,000 rupees, this is very much out of the money. We'll consider the 24,800 call option, and don't be afraid of these numbers. I will teach you a shortcut method. I just want to show you that it can be less than 10,000 rupees. So option trading can be done quite affordably. It's a little risky though. A good strategy is essential. What is future trading? You buy, you hold. Nifty will go up a lot. You'll make a lot of profit. It will fall a lot. You'll still make a lot of profit. Basically, I primarily engage in future trading. I also often take a swing approach. So or even a 2 to 3 day point of view when I trade. However, when it comes to intraday trading, options are generally a much better and more effective choice. So essentially, I'm going to teach you an intraday strategy.
when the market goes up, we buy. P means put.
C stands for call. C means the market will move upwards. P means the market will move downwards. All right. Now this is quite simple to keep in mind. So C means up and P means down. If I were to delve into the specifics of those numbers right now, you would genuinely need to spend time watching videos that are 2 hours or even an hour and a half long. Instead, just take a look at this screenshot here and see what's clearly written. On Monday, you need to select this specific strike price. Then on Tuesday, you'll be taking this particular strike price. And for Wednesday, it's this one. So my friends, just pause the screen, snap a quick picture, take a screenshot, and you're done. No need for extra studying. I could study if I wanted. All those long talks and much work from school and college teachers didn't work. What matters is where to enter, where to set stop loss, how much to hold, money is made. Bro, you're here to make money, right? Okay, if you're such a beginner that you don't even know what ATM, OTM, ITM mean, then watch this video. I've taught all the fundamental basics in it. However, if you go and pause this video to watch it, then this video will become easy for you. And if you wish, I will make a detailed video on Orange Endo in the future, specifically for 2025. But for now, just watch that. Let's start the video. So it has become clear to us that if we figure out which call to buy if we want to buy, which to sell if we want to sell, and on which day, then our work is done. Okay, so now we'll begin. A trader's entire life revolves around charts. This is essentially a trader's office. So, all right, let's go to tradingview.com for Nifty. Open the Nifty chart, set the 5-minute time frame, and hit enter. This is now your 5-minute time frame. What else do you need to do? Come here, go to settings. In settings, you'll need to enable the feature called session break. Just press the OK button and it's done. This will then divide it, for example, this day, this day, this day. Our strategy will now only have 3 types of entries. The first entry will be based on previous day's levels, previous day high or previous day low. So we'll draw the level marking lines. All right, and we'll trade on that. All right, somebody did in. So what exactly will we trade? If the market gives a breakout with 1 or 2 candles, that's fine. If it breaks out with a double candle, then we will take that breakout. And if the market creates a trap, then we will engage in trap trading. I will give you an example of both these situations. If you do trap trading, these are 2 types of entries and then a 3rd type of entry. But basically, the second type of entry is gap fill. Whenever there's a gap in the market, everything goes wrong. When a gap appears, then gap fill. I'll quickly explain both to you. Basically, there are 3 types of situations now. Let me just show you. Let's assume this was a Monday. The price moved in this manner. You drew a line at the high and you drew a line at the low. Now, if the price opens on Tuesday and then breaks out, you won't buy based on the very first candle. If it forms 1 more candle, then you will definitely buy. This is what we refer to as breakout trading. Probably if the market moves upwards, then that will be our target. However, if the price only formed a single candle upwards and then quickly moved back inside, that's what we call trap trading. So I'll be selling right here. All right, let's assume the market goes down. If the second candle doesn't form and it comes back up again, then I will make a buy.
But the market dropped.
And if another candle forms below, I will sell. This is a breakout and trap condition. Very simple. All right, now let's talk about gap filling. Suppose on Monday, the market closed here like this. Tuesday, it opens here. So whatever the first candle is, green or red, I'll draw a line there. If the price breaks it, then to fill this gap, I will make a sell trade. That's it. These were all the concepts, and I don't think they're very difficult. We just need to follow these simple concepts. I need some knowledge about candle analysis. Whenever I study candles, I need good ones, characters. For instance, if I consider a green candle, let's say it's green, I'll even color it green. I've made it green. We'll buy based on this. But suppose this candle has a very long line at the top like this, then that's negative for me. A green candle should have a proper body, not a long wick. If there isn't a lower line or wick, then it's usually in my favor. But if a green candle has an upper line, then it is completely useless. All right, now if I draw a red candle, okay, this is the second bit of information. And your entire course is completed in this shortcut. Keep this in mind if you just want to trade. Now this candle, if it has a line at the top, right, then it's excellent. If this candle is positioned to move upwards, then it's a very good selling candle. However, if this very line comes down, then it's worthless, my friends. We must not trade it. We need to completely avoid it. Alternatively, there should be no line within the body whatsoever. If it's red, the upper line is important. If it's green, the lower line is important. Otherwise, if there's no line above, it's called a wick. In technical language, the body is called the body. So, NDD 8-bit short. Now, I'll take you to a real chart, but before that, let me give you one more example. Let's assume it was Monday, okay? I marked the high and I marked the low. So what happened? On Tuesday, the market opened. It broke the level with the very first candle. And another candle formed from the red one, another red. But what was the problem? It had a line at the bottom extending both up and down. So I won't sell. The second candle should have been better. Another candle appears. It formed, but then there's a line below it, so I won't sell. Then suddenly a big green candle formed, so I'll buy. Okay, so I hope you understood this part. This was just one special condition, so it's simple. There are conditions. Let's do one thing. Okay, the education you gain from the practical market is truly unmatched. Nothing else is better. So let's proceed directly. We won't talk too much about stories. I'll take you straight to September 1st. I'll go to September 1st and we'll start trading from September 1st. So, okay, if we need to trade on September 1st, then we'll come here. Before that day, we'll mark a high. No YouTuber will show you this way, analyzing the whole month at once and not skip a single day. I won't miss a day, nor will I change the rules. Just watch, man, and now look, it's simple. Like, do you remember how many types of trading can happen here? If the market broke upwards, it's a breakout. If it broke upwards and then went back inside, then if it broke upwards and made two candles, it's a breakout. If it broke upwards and went back inside, it's a trap. And if there's a gap, look, there's a gap. No problem with these. If the gap is broken, then the gap will certainly fill. So the very first thing that happens here is a breakout. At what time? Exactly at 12:30 p.m. Now the breakout occurs, but the second candle does not form. The market then re-enters. So my trap trade should be a sell here. But do I have even a single selling candle here? You'll see, I need a red candle with a wick on top, not on the bottom. Not a single candle like that appeared. So none of my trades activated here. Meanwhile, the market broke out upwards and formed another candle. So what is happening here? This trade gets converted. This trade genuinely converts into a buy here. Now, you must learn where to place your stop loss. Now, look at this point here. When the market made a new high, from here is the lowest point. If a new high is made it up, I need to enter and place it perfectly. If I set it at 20 with say, or size at the 21, that's a tight stop loss. Does this ever happen to you? But first the stop loss hits, then the target is achieved. So for the call you're buying, you might be wondering how to place a stop loss on a call. We always focus on this chart and manually cut it based on touch. So we never place target stop losses on the premium chart. Because of this, all those premium charts are really shaking. This is the main thing. It has many, many ramifications. We must focus on it. So I will adjust my stop loss to 24 or 25. Don't be too tight. Give it room. I've set the stop loss at 25. Yes, 25. All right. Now, what should this target be? Newcomers should aim for a 1 to 1.5 ratio. You get a good flow, but a genuine trade is 1 to 2. If I do 1 to 2 here, you'll see the target will be hit. So our target gets hit. Our trade starts at 1 o'clock. Our target is at 255. Okay, the rule I've applied here, if I start changing it now, I'd be a useless YouTuber, a useless teacher. I must follow that exact same rule and train for the entire month. So we're like, look folks, you'll have to give your time if you want to learn from this video. To genuinely learn, you really do have to give your time. Let me know if you like long videos or if you don't. And who else provides this kind of analysis for you? Tell me, folks. So anyway, I won't change the rules now. Let's start. What happens now? The market opens with a gap up. The next day, the market opens a gap up. And after the gap up, I need a gap fill. Okay, I'll draw a line here. All right. So then if you want to trade on this day, what will you have to do? You'll have to come here. Okay, there's one thing I'll teach you right now. It's called a retest. No, wait. First, what did I do? I drew the line based on the body. Now, and if the market breaks below this red candle, I will sell. Now, when I look here, see, for example, this buying candle has absolutely no wick at the top. And it's so tiny, but it had a long wick at the bottom. Look here, when I go to sell into this gap fill, the gap has already been filled. If I enter on this candle, then the gap, how much gap is left? First, only 15 rupees gap is left. The 15 rupees is not a target, so at least how much gap should there be? There should be a 30 rupee gap in Nifty, so you can at least take a target of 30 to 40 rupees. So the gap strategy isn't working because the gap has filled. That if the gap hadn't filled, would I have sold? All right, I would have done it, even with a wick below. There's a little doubt, but the body is large. I would have done it. But no, what does the price do? It takes support from what exact place? Maybe you say, what level is this? I just taught you, we need to trade on the previous day's high and low. So the price comes up to the previous day's high, forms a really good green candle, and then takes support. This indicates a good buying opportunity for us right here. I wasn't able to explain this to you at that moment, but there's a crucial concept in price action. Whenever the price, let's assume it was here, breaks out, then comes back down, we typically buy right here. All right, so this will consistently be a valid entry setup for us. It will work every single time. This was missed when the rule was first explained. So we have to buy this here. So where should we buy it? Now you delete this. This is my candle, the one where the market found its support. This is the exact point where you need to make your buy. If you decide to wait, thinking to yourself, I'll just observe one more candle, you'll only end up catching the breakout. We do it. 2 days was the target. It's not necessary that loss will also come, man. So either I've established this high right here, this is the high point for this particular day, and my low will be determined by the body of this very day. Yes, for this day. This is for future trading purposes. Consequently, the price remained contained within this specific range. No trading for today. All right, let's move forward now. It's high. This is its high point. I'm going to properly mark a new level for you. This is its high point. Enjoying the video, then please like it. Let's set a like target. Best viewers for Indian market videos have really dropped up in. I want to know if you're interested. Let's set a target of 5,000 likes. Not too much, just 5,000 likes. All right, that's settled. Now the market will open. Okay, that's good. Let's see what happened. On September 4th, the market opened. This is the first candle. I'm drawing a line here. Before 11, the gap filled. Boom, it broke. Now my task is to check how much space there is in the gap. So how exactly do we measure this gap? This is from where my entry point is being formed all the way to where it closed yesterday, 122 rupees. Awesome. Yeah, SFA 100, what's this? It should have been at least 30, but we're getting a target of 122 rupees. So now let's see. They'll come to short. We'll short on this candle. Okay, where will we place our stop loss? We'll see the price started pushing down from here. Okay, so when you feel you can't keep such a large stop loss of 100 rupees, what do? We go above two candles, two good candles. We'll place the stop loss above two large candles. So it's a 70 rupee stop loss. Okay, it's for 70 rupees. No, we're going to put it on a candle. This candle is coming in at 48 rupees. So what did I teach you? Always, if you keep a 10 to 15% buffer or even 20%, then you'd add at least 4 or 5 rupees here or take it at 55. I'm not doing this because there's a stop loss here. Go check my live market Telegram channel. If you're on the free channel, it's my Booming Bulls one. I also post free trades, so you can see that's how it is. Price often turns around near the stop loss when genuinely set. What did I say? You can't keep a 70 rupee stop loss, brother. You won't get a 140 rupee target profit in Nifty. So yes, this might work for one candle, but it's not like that. Have I ever stuck to it even once? Not even once. So deliberately, I'll put a 5, 6, 7 rupee 45 stop loss here, and I'll try to fill the gap that's coming here. I won't even do that, brother. Keep it simple. Keep it 1:2. Keep life easy. If we set a 1:2 ratio, then our 1:2 target will be achieved here. All right, the 1:2 will be reached here. All right, there's one more thing. The advanced strategy is that whenever the market reaches 50% of your target, for example, if it comes up to here, then you move your stop loss to break even. So in there, whenever you're going to break even, you shouldn't set your break even at 0 rupees, but rather at the price action level. For instance, if you observe that the market had a certain level here, then if I were to place my stop loss now, I'd move it to 0. I'd put it right here. It hasn't been hit even once yet. Otherwise, it could potentially be hit here. My experienced subscribers will likely think, oh, this has already become break even. Handle the break even smartly. Not blindly break even, but above a certain level. So here, break even means the entire target will be met. Okay, but new people can avoid it if they wish. We've hit targets in the 3 days straight, but stop losses might still come. It's been 3 consecutive days, so you should calculate, but I'm not. I'm making drawings for you. Drew a line on the high, drew a line on the low, okay? Bro, is it feeling tough? If it's tough, we can't help it. You'll have to work a bit. It's no big deal. Okay, fine. All right, let's get to it. We'll focus on this now. So what's next? It's Thursday. Now when? Friday, we have to trade. The market came, boom. Now with such a massive candle, it just broke me. What did it even give me? It broke with such a large candle. No, Ane, so if the candle is this big, Abido, an average Nifty candle isn't usually 80 rupees. We don't need to wait for a second candle here. If a very large candle breaks out, we'll just buy it. Why wait for 2 candles for confirmation? It's a strong signal that our first stop loss will be hit now. So by this also, I'm teaching you where to place the stop loss. What happens here, brother, when there's a big candle? We take 50% of that. I calculate that. This is the scale. 50% of the scale, it's coming right on the line. I placed it a bit higher, dude. My stop loss hit. Fine. The stop loss hit. I was going for a 1:2. The target wouldn't hit, only the stop loss would. So what happened? It wiped out my stop loss. This was the first stop loss hit here, and the genuine stop loss. It wouldn't have mattered if you hadn't cut it here. So even if hope emerges, it ultimately wipes out your stop loss. So you say the first stop loss was hit, which is completely normal this week. So Midit, the entire strategy we're discussing here is fundamentally based on pure price action. We haven't used a single indicator, not even one, up until this very moment. All right, let's proceed and carefully observe what happens from this point forward. Now, if our stop loss happens to get hit, please understand that it's a perfectly normal occurrence, guys. I had taken it, and at this point, my break-even stop loss will be triggered. It turned around just shy of my target. Now you'll be asking, how can I avoid this? Can't escape, man. Gotta accept it. This is what trade management is, and it saves you in the long run. If you get greedy and refuse to cut your losses, you'll end up with a really big loss. If your trade ever reverses more than 50% from its peak, or even close to your target, you absolutely must control it. You see, you shouldn't have all this tension about where to set your stop loss, where to trail it, or where to place your target. So I'm just telling you one thing. If you didn't know, there are millions of traders in India, but only about 1,700 people are actually CBI registered. CB catches companies, those who scam people. Obtaining that registration isn't something ordinary people can do. We have that registration, and we are legally authorized to give you exact targets, stop losses for Nifty and for stocks too. So if you're interested, you can go to my website, Sana BBVIP dark group, okay, and you can check out the packages 1 month, 3 months, or even a full year, which includes a discount. And if you don't have the money, then just apply the strategy for free. But if it's there, go check it out, man. Such a great service is running. People are making money. And where's the target? Where's the stop loss? Where's the entry? Let me show you today's example. Look, we took this trade in Tata Motors. Long position, target hit. Okay, we shorted Tata Consumer. Look, target hit. Took a trade in Nifty. It went halfway, as I said, now at break even and turned back. This is risk management. One day you'll be able to see the entire past, and it's excellent. However, I won't push you too hard. If you are new to this, please practice and join at your own pace. All right, so you can definitely do this. Okay, if he hasn't joined us, then there's no problem at all. So let's figure out how we'll trade from here. Let's mark the day's high and low again. I'll draw it. Hold on. Let's change the color to black. Okay. Now let's draw the high and low. All right. This is the high for this day. So this is the low for my day based on the candle body. Now, what happened the next day? Within the price range, they were saved from losses, right? September 9th, no trade was made. Now, what will we do now? Here's the low for this day, September 9th. And here's the high for the day. Are we moving on to the next day? No, not yet. Okay, it opened right here, didn't it? If it opens here, will a gap trade form? Let's check. We'll draw a line like this. It'll be 11, then 1 p.m. If it's 1 p.m., I can't take the trade. I'll skip the gap fill, man. Because it formed at 1 p.m., it should come before 11. No trade was made by 9:10, but now you'll say, like, no trade by 9:10. For someone but I was tying trade. Indeed, we won't. And this isn't a labor job where you have to do something daily. Sometimes they were sitting in trading, and not trading is also a trading decision. Also, not trading is also a trading decision. So on the 9th and 10th, tell me, if your experience, do you make money when you overtrade? Be honest. So this is the one thing beginners in the market aren't understanding. If an opportunity comes, trade. If not, don't. That's it. Okay, let's go. I hope you're calculating target, break even, stop loss. Let me know in the comments. We'll be trading on September 11th. Will a trade set up? Guess what? Even on the third day, no trade was made. Why wasn't it made? See this. Why didn't it happen? Because the market entered the range. Man didn't trade for 3 days, avoided losses. What's the problem? Not a single penny was lost. So there's a difference between business and a job. In business, you have to work at the required time. Okay, sorry if this video seems long, because what can we do for the whole month? We're not YouTubers who just make a PPT and teach. The full raw data is before you price. Okay, fine, let's begin. Let's come here. Okay, look guys, look, we waited 3 days, didn't earn a single rupee. We will try to fill the gap. Let's see, the market has broken. Although there's a lower wick, but the body is strong. There's an upper wick too, so we can take it. We'll see. There are 30 rupees in the gap. It is, guys. So here the stop loss will be hit, guys. I waited 3 days, didn't earn a single rupee. I came and just took a loss. What did I even get? Where should I place the stop loss? A little bit. This 50-50 I just taught, right? Apply it above 50%. This is 50%. A little bit here. So its stop loss will be somewhere around 50% of that. So we lost it, man. It's nothing. What can we do? All right, just count it, man. Consider it a stop loss, because these are the stop losses of actual trading. Let's move forward. I'll draw a line here based on the body. I'll draw it from the body. What opened in the market? What about inside the market range? It was a very bad week, brother. Do you understand? No trades for 3 days. Traded on Friday, took a loss. Came on Monday, didn't even get a trade here. Never mind, let's move on. So it's high. According to the body is here. Let's see if our trade forms on Tuesday. It's right here, you see. Okay, fine. It came into the market. On Tuesday, just look at the market, man. It broke through, you know. Go ahead and enter. Is it the second candle or a really big one? It's a useless red one. I will enter right here on red. Here's my entry point. When I enter here, this is where I'm taking your stop loss. Place it precisely first. 20 rupees, right? What will happen? Give a 10 to 15% buffer. Give a 3 rupee buffer here for 23 rupees. Now tell me, is your ratio 1 to 2? So what exactly happened? What did you end up doing? Excellent. Here on the high setting like this. Okay. Did the gap fill trade form? It has formed, brothers. The gap fill trade. Okay, look at this. So we'll come to this point. This is the first candle. So I'll use its body. Did its low break? End in that. Okay. They a great body. The body is quite thick. There's a small wick. So it's been countered equally. We'll go short. When we go short, we'll place our stop loss right here. Okay. Now, if you look at the average, you can see that this is exactly the point. This looks like it's stuck. I can't take such a big point now. I can't take such a big stop loss. If it's at 42 with a 6 rupee buffer making it 48, I can't take it because the target profit isn't that big. Even if it's available, still no. So what do you have to do? Then what's the point below it? This is 1 point, this is 1 point. Stick it on once. If you stick it, then 33. So here that will need to give a buffer of at least 6, 8 or 6, 7 rupees. 15%, okay, let's give a 6 rupee buffer here. It was 30, so we go around 36, but at 36, what's left on the borderline? Okay, the candle didn't even close. If it had closed, it would be a different story. The market has turned around and come down like this. What is your job here? To try for a 1-to-2 ratio. So 1 is to 1, 1.1 is 2. Look, now we'll try 1:2. We'll do it, brother. What can we do? We can't change the rules every time, brother. The target is hit. Look at this. Now you risk 36 rupees and you make 72 rupees. Yes, I agree. This is what's coming to mind, right? Holding on isn't easy. Yes, so this is your job. That thing comes from the psychology section. I comment the word psychology if you want me to make content on psychology and if you want me to make it on equity, how to trade in stocks. Just like we took trades on Tata Consumer and Tata Motors in our premium group. If you want to learn such trades, then comment equity. Or down in po 20 or comment psychology. Say or comment future options. Comment what you're interested in. Tell me. So if you're still enjoying this video so far, make sure to hit the target of 5,000 likes. That's awesome, guys. All right, let's continue now. It's taking long, but it's great. Bro, the target's hit here. Okay, we got a trade on Thursday. Money was made. At least some money was made. The trade didn't materialize the day before. Now draw the line, and here you go. Oh, the market has arrived, and it has broken through. We need to sell right here. If the next candle had turned red, but it turned green instead. A trap didn't even form because what exactly is a trap? A trap would only form if there was no upper wick. The wick should have been below. It didn't form. A short signal has appeared, so we will sell here as well. Let's take a look at the stop loss. Now, what we're seeing for the stop loss is that this level here is for placing it, specifically this 30 mark. So, all right, we'll set it at 33, 34, or 35. We'll try for a 1:2 ratio, though it doesn't seem very likely to happen. What's the price going to be? We'll still aim for 1:2. What did my price reverse from around 50%? So let's analyze. It didn't come down to 50% further. So it's not exactly 50%, but it turned around near 50%. So this trade can be closed here, or you can take the full stop loss. So let's consider the entire stop loss. So with experience, you will learn what the market truly is. Now this is what we call consolidation. So if prices are consolidating and just moving sideways, then there's a chance it will go up. But we should have cut our position right here at this point. So we can consider this a small stop loss, or you can take a full stop loss. That's perfectly fine. And then you're asking how stop loss is happening in trading. Stop loss does happen in practical trading, brother. It's better to learn such strategies too. So it established a high and a low. Okay, the price begins its movement. Now, what exactly is the price doing? All right, so what happened next? The price opened up outside of this particular range, but isn't it quite simple to track its movement here? Tell me the answer. What kind of trade will be formed here? Comment, guys, let me know. Will it form a trap or a breakout? What exactly will it be called? The gap has already been filled, hasn't it? Usually your attention won't go there. We've always seen the gap from the top to the bottom. If it's below, then it would be a gap, wouldn't it? If I come here, draw a line on this candle, and the gap and market break resistance, I'll buy on this candle, right? When I buy on this candle, I won't place such a large stop loss, not 70 rupees. I'm placing it very tight, 23 rupees, 29, I'll make it 33, and try to achieve a 1:2 ratio. But what happened? Then I broke even. It was 1:2, 1:1.5. That's what a low sabi realistic spam is that would hit. But what will happen? I'll have to cut it at 0, so I'll close the trade on this candle, on this very candle. So I broke even. It's okay. This is why trading is tough, guys, because you have to do it every single day and you get undecided results. You have to accept them. September 22nd is here, just 8 more days to go. Or if you're enjoying it, tell me by commenting what's up. Now we'll trade on the 23rd. We'll mark the high and low, the high and the low. Okay, perfect. It was the 22nd and the market opens on Tuesday, exactly 1 day before my birthday. It broke. What did I tell you about breakout trading? I just need one more confirmation. I'm going to short it right here, and I've shorted it. My stop loss is placed right against this candle. you'll get better results. Still consider this break even in the calculation. Those who comment calculate the win rate. All right. Now I'll come over here. Look, I've drawn a line right here. I've marked its high and I've marked a low. Okay, the price opened up. Now look at this absolutely fantastic example. Even if we won't be making any profit here. Look, sorry, short XA is just a useless candle, a useless sell candle, useless. Now it's given a trap buy, will buy right here. Then the stop loss will definitely hit, and it did. So, all right, brother. In practical trading, the stop loss just hit. From this, you must be understanding that the content you are receiving is good because it is real. Let's look at the next one. There was no loss, was there? It's all right. One day, we just broke even.
Loss happened. Now see it recover.
I will show you just how big it can actually get. The price opened, it broke through, then sell the second red candle. You might say, sorry, there is a wick here, but don't worry, yours also has a wick.
It's weak below and weak above too. But if it's not working, then don't.
You can sell here, no problem at all. When you sell here on this candle, all right, then you need to see where your stop loss. Now look, this is what you all need to understand. Where exactly to place your stop loss and what to place. If you join that premium group, all these problems will be solved. It's a very small amount if you look at it. Yeah, people deal in lakhs. If you look, you're seeing my trade right here. This is also posted. I have also given the Adani Ports trade in my group. This nifty trade, it's a different strategy, so I haven't given this one. But I did give this trade, nifty Tata Consumer. Look, 14,000 earned. Just calculate 14 plus 7, how much that is. 2 trades taken, Tata Motors, Consumer, as I said. How much is it, Mark? You've earned 15 to 22,000, man. The service is cheaper than that. You can make in a day. So here, for normal people, the stop loss will trigger. But what will I see? So where did the selling pressure actually begin? It started from this specific point. So I'll place my stop loss right here first. I'll set it at 46 to 48. And once it reaches this level, I'll plan for a 1 to 2 ratio. You'll see, even though the stop loss was quite large, the target will also be substantial, won't it? Now let's look at the benefit. If you book a profit of just 97 rupees in one go by buying a put option, then you will effectively recover 3 days worth of losses. This is a perfect example of setting the right stop loss and holding on to that winner with the correct concept. And this is September 25th. Excellent, brother. Okay, fine. Let's see. Only 5 days are left, guys, and then we'll fully understand how the strategy works. Okay, it's over here. No trade will be made because it opened outside the range and didn't even create a gap. We missed it. Even though it fell, we would have shorted. Now, we don't just guess. It's not a random trade, so no trade will be made on the 26th. Now, let's see further. What trade will be made on the 27th?
The 27 gap fill didn't materialize. There was a break here, and on the second candle, I would have entered for a sell, but my candle is no good. Am I supposed to buy sell this candle? We've never sold on such a poor candle before, and in the previous example, I had moved past it.
Green, it's a trap, brother. As soon as 2 candles appear, why rush into it?
Now we'll place a stop loss here. We'll take one this big.
So what are we doing here? Let's go for 12. Let's get its body going. Oh, never mind. Just put in 34. I'm showing you practical trading right before your eyes.
Hey man, even if you put in 35 instead of 34, your 1 on 2 still hits. Look, I got 72 rupees. How's that for a strategy?
No indicators at all, just 3 core concepts, breakout, trap, and some specific rules that the candle must be good, and gap fill. Just these much simple concept, and I haven't skipped a single day of practice. Okay, target achieved.
Add it to the data, leave a comment, then we'll come back. And look, I've made it.
All right, it's set. September 30th, the final day. The market approaches, then it breaks. Go on, buy immediately. It's clear it's a trap. The trap activated instantly. For a trap, just one single candle is needed. What? They set a 27 stop loss right at 28. They just set a 30 rupee stop loss. Did it ever reach 60 rupees, man? What would 60 rupees even give you? I gave 60 rupees, brother. So, how did you like it, brother? Now I'm going to stop this video. I don't know how long this video turned out to be. I don't know how many people might have seen this. For those who've watched and stayed with me this far, hit the like button so I know you like the video. And if you're having money problems and all, do not join the VIP, join the free channel. Its link is visible. You can see it now. I provide trades here too. Maybe you placed a trade there one day, copied it and made money. Then you come to VIP where a great community has been built and it's SEBI registered. You'll have a lot of fun. And now what do you want? The content for the next video on the Indian market had decreased because people now like to trade the Forex market all the time and everything. So tell me, should I make one on equity? How to trade in the stock market? Or should I make one for you on psychology? Or should I make one on future options? Let me know in the comment section. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. See you in another video. And yes, look, the goal is to reach 10 million. So I also have to charge it because it took a long time to reach 10 million. The charge won't last that long. So many millions have been reached. If you are watching, Alright guys, if you're looking to get into Forex trading, the most important thing you need is a reliable broker. So today I'm going to tell you about a worldwide broker that operates everywhere with the exception of the US, Afghanistan, and just a couple of other specific locations. So now regarding this Forex broker, all of you who already have an Access account, congratulations. Seriously, that's the best company for sure. There are absolutely no conditions. But now they are saying that Access will be returning perhaps in the month of October for new people. But what if it doesn't come? So many of my students really pushed me saying that sir, please tell us a broker. The course was already finished. It was my last course, my teaching, my batches, everything was done. So I started looking for them. And then I realized, man, that most of these brokers have a very high spread. More importantly, they simply don't give payouts. And even worse, your money isn't safe with them because this entire industry is not regulated. If you put money into a broker deal and you don't get it back, you won't be able to tell CB or RBI, hey, I lost it. They'll ask why you traded. So when it comes to a Forex broker, what do people usually consider the most important aspect? They think it's the spread or the bonus or the commission, but all these things are actually quite trivial. And the most important thing is if you've made money by trading, will you actually receive it? So guys, I connected with many brokers, understood their services and their entire process because doing this in India isn't really a normal thing. So in the end, I found a broker where we could actually do this. The very first and most crucial point is that your safety is of utmost importance. Okay, so now we are presented with two distinct options. Either we approach the largest and most established entities in the world, we already possess the necessary access to them, but they are currently not accepting any new accounts. Or we find a broker who can genuinely provide you with all these essential services, including a reliable card gateway. Allow deposits and withdrawals via UPI. Allow deposits and withdrawals via crypto. And quickly too. Not like requesting now and getting it tomorrow or the day after, but instantly. Instant means within 30 minutes, 1 to 2 hours at most, or if something happens, 3 to 4 hours. But the spread or commission, which is the cost of doing business, is also very important when you place a trade here. It stays high and you realize half your target is gone just like that. It happens. I've seen it with many brokers. Their liquidity was very poor. So you place a trade in one place, but it ends up going somewhere else entirely. So it's good where you find competitive spreads. You also get a bonus, which isn't a big deal, but I'll explain later. You'll get around 30% bonus on depositing. Nothing else works. It has one specific function. I'll tell you what that is. And with it, you can scalp. That means you take a trade, hold it for 2, maybe 3 minutes, then close it for profit. Many brokers claim scalping is allowed, but they don't pay out. But here, if you wish, you can hold your trade for 30 to 40 seconds. Go right ahead, no problem at all. 1 trade, 2 trades, 4, 10 trades. And beyond that, it's considered high frequency trading. HFT is not permitted within this particular broker. However, scalping is indeed allowed. So as I mentioned, there are 2 or 3 crucial aspects for a broker that you can properly facilitate your trading activities. It's your own hard-earned money we're talking about. So how can you possibly place your trust in a brand new broker? Now, look, the established old company, a company that's 15 years old, it has built up years and years of, a very solid reputation. So we can trust it. It's been operating for years across many countries. Now, suppose it's a new company. There are 2 ways. Either you have a connection or there's some proof. So definitely I have a strong connection here within this company. I personally know the company's management and everything is in excellent order. And as proof, let's do one thing. I'll show you directly. Right here on camera. Take a look at this. I will provide the link in the description. The company's name is Miji Finance. All right. Now, regarding the legal aspects of this company, we'll discuss providing proof after depositing, and we'll also talk about the review, and we'll discuss why you should choose it. So a simple link will be available in the description, or use the partner code NICHE and you'll become my referral. You'll get many benefits from that. I'll tell you about them at the end. You click the link, simply enter your name, email ID, and phone number. An email will come to you. It was verified. The account opened. You appear on my mobile screen. Now you can see my screen. Here I opened a real account. All beginners who practice by opening a demo account. And when you proceed to open a new account, it will offer you 5 types of accounts. Standard, Pro, Zero, Prime Plus, Startup. Only these 2 options are relevant for you. Standard and Pro. The Pro account is specifically for those whose deposit exceeds $500. With this, you will also receive a much tighter spread here. The standard account is for those with less than $500. And the rest pretty much stays the same. So what I did was I clicked on the Pro account. You choose the leverage you need to choose, and you'll have to follow risk management. That's determined by quantity sizing, and you'll set a password. This is your MetaTrader password. Remember this. Or if you don't, you'll get an email anyway. So I've already opened an account. You can see MT Pro, Real Zero, Zero Deposit, Dollar Deposit. Now we'll go to deposit. Look, I'll make a video for you later. It's 9:24, 9:25 p.m. So we'll select USDT. TRC is best, brother. I'll use TRC 20. All right, now I'll transfer this much money first. Fast forward, guys. So I just went to my Binance and transferred it just now. You can see the QR is for 60 minutes because it gets delayed when transferring crypto. So 1 minute has passed. I mean, 59. It has just been deposited right now. Now, let's see how quickly my money arrives and I get verified here. We don't need to do anything. We just need to stay on this page. I'm deliberately using my phone, not a laptop, because most of you use mobile phones. So it's important to explain the procedure. And yes, while this is happening, if you are my referral, then first and foremost, your money will be safe. I will give you my number. You can call this number if you deposited and something happened. You've traded, and if you face any issue, my team will help you. After that, you get access to my Market Genius app. Here, community members talk to each other. There's a calculator, and live trades also happen here in the evening. And for Q&A service, if you have any doubts, my experienced faculty and I, along with my team, sit and answer your Q&A. And this happens from 2 to 4 p.m. every day, Monday to Sunday. They don't even give us holidays on Friday or Saturday. On Sunday. All right, guys, so you can see for yourselves, I think it's been about a minute and a half and it automatically got paid. And now the credit deposit report has also arrived. We've received something. Now I'll directly click here on the home dashboard. So when we go to the dashboard, it's loading. The $100,000 is here. Okay, so it's the exact same amount I deposited. Now, if I withdraw it immediately, it won't comply with anti-money laundering policy. Otherwise, people would just turn their black money into white.
So now we'll have to make some trades. I'll show you how to do it.
Now, when we press the trade button, it can take us to the MetaTrader app or it can open MetaTrader in the browser. We have the web terminal. So guys, what we'll do now is log into MetaTrader. You see that 507041 is my ID. What will I do now? You need to install MetaTrader on your mobile. You'll come here, then press the plus button, search for Meji Finance here, and if you type that, Meji Metic Financial Services will automatically show up. Here you need to enter that number for login, guys. So look, I entered the login, now my password, what's happening? Now those who are Access users have seen it, they're wondering what MT5 is. This, brother, is a trading app. It's the world's biggest and best Forex trading app. This login ID and password, I created it myself on G's server. Now let's click done and we'll see $1 million and there it is. You can see this is actual real money. You can see it right here. Otherwise, it would clearly say demo. This is real money. What will we do with this real amount? Look, it has a credit of 30,000. That's a 30% bonus. If you use the referral code Anish, then this will also be visible here. If we come here and refresh it once, it will show you that balance here too, but you cannot withdraw it. You can leverage this, which is a bad thing. You know, it's a gambling aspect, but still, we get negative balance protection. XNES users know this. Like sometimes with many brokers, if your account is about to be wiped out, a sudden large red candle can make your balance go negative. Brokers recover money from people up to that point. So only large companies like XNES can provide negative balance protection. At least this will protect our negative balance. And one more thing I'll mention at the end, it's gambling related, so I'd rather not say. But oh well, what can we do? Now, this money, remember, 130,000 won't come back. We'll only get 100,000 or whatever profit I make. This 30 I'll never get. This will only protect me from negative balances or from taking gambling leverage. If it's gambling for you, then fine. But now we'll have to make some trades. Okay, I don't know the policy now, whether we'll have to make a few trades. What we do ourselves is immediately go to the charts. Okay, so what happens here now? Guys, look, this is your trading area. These are the quotes. You have to create your watch list here. Just remove it like this. If you are trading CHF, HCHF, then Euro is important. I've deleted it now. Typically, what should your watch list look like? You see here, you've already added XAU, USD, that's fine. You can also add BTC here. You've already added BTC. And brother, there's really excellent leverage, high leverage, even within crypto. However, not every other broker provides us with such high leverage. But here, we will certainly get good leverage. We'll check it out right now. And we'll move on. What else did we say? Let's take a Forex pair. Let's take USD JPY. Okay, look, okay. Now, look, when you come like this and go back further, what will you see? Your watch list is created. Now, let's do one thing. What's happening? Look, it's showing us a 2500 law. Again, the loss is slowly increasing because the price is falling here.
So what do we do now? Let's make another trade.
Let's open BTC elsewhere. Open the BTC chart. We opened up the chart for Bitcoin. What do we usually do with Bitcoin? We just sell Bitcoin or we do anything else. What do we need to do? I'm going to sell it. Button sell, I pressed the button sell. The sell is now okay. I pressed another sell, then I pressed one more. I pressed 3, 4 sells. There have been so many trades, bang, 5 sales in BTC. I always say, so many buys in gold. I don't care about the profit or loss. I just want to show that we must trade. Otherwise, we deposited this money for trading, not just for withdrawal. All right, whatever it is, we can see that we're currently facing a loss of around $4,500. And I'll just execute one more trade for you to see. Let's quickly switch over to the USD chart. We've come here and we've bought it right here. Bought it. So look, I was just demonstrating the operation, how smoothly the trade started here. So now, Sunny, I'm going to close all these trades. Okay, for anyone who's seeing MT5 for the very first time, you have to come to it like this. You need to close it. One position has to be closed. You can close it like this. Just press the button and it's closed. You have to close them all at once. Hold it like this, then press bulk operation, close position, what profit. The only drawback here is that it doesn't have its own app, unlike XM, which has its own app where you can deposit, withdraw, and trade. Here you have to come to MT. And to trade, you have to come here and close all positions. I closed the position, so what happened? I incurred a loss of 360. No problem here. Now we'll get back from $1,000 to $29,000. We'll refresh this here, then click on withdraw. First, let's refresh and check our balance. See, it's showing 100,020. Out of this, my actual balance is 99,639. Okay, any loss will be from my balance. That 30,000 I'm getting, that's just extra margin, the margin that's already there. Do you understand? Now what will we do? Withdraw. But it won't withdraw because it will tell you to complete your KYC. So that's good. I will complete my KYC right here in front of you. All right, let's go ahead and allow it. A camera liveness check will be performed as part of this. So now it's telling us to enter our national ID here. Okay, brother, I'm just going to put in my Emirates ID. All right. Similarly, you can enter your own ID, whatever you have, like Aadhaar. If you have an Aadhaar card or a bank account, or if you're in Europe or Australia, and whatever ID you have, you can use it as per your location. Since my audience is worldwide, it's automatically asking for the back of the ID. Okay, it's good that all this is being recorded. My team will blur out some numbers and such, so that's okay. Let's confirm it. I've completed the KYC in front of you. Let's see how long it takes, even though it's nighttime. Hey, it's 9:35 now. Okay, guys, so you can see the verification has also been successful. This is because a good company has a system behind it, which is very important to comply with government's anti-money laundering policies and such. You see, it was software. Bhagwat Bhai, whatever it is, it's done. Now we'll go back. Now let's go to verification.
It says, look, great news. Your KYC is completed. Your account is fully activated.
All right, everyone. So before I proceed with this withdrawal, I've placed a significant number of orders. I mean, you can observe this at every single price level. You can clearly examine my complete trading history right here. I've executed such a large volume of orders. I'm trying to figure out exactly where they're getting filled. I'm concerned there might be some slippage, isn't there? If we were to we selected 97979 from the source amount. A new feature will show you the maximum available balance here. So now you'll enter withdraw one here, and then we'll click done. We'll submit it. So it went through. Okay, the status is pending. Look, we've updated the status at 10:03. So after checking all trades, the platform has processed it. Okay, and so you saw it's now submitted for withdrawal. It sometimes takes 15, 20 minutes, half an hour, 1 or 2 hours, depending on the situation. It's nighttime now. I think the load will be less, so it should be done quickly. And then we'll talk about trust. Trust will be proven right now. It'll be clear. If the money arrives on time, then brother, my relationship with the company is very good. So if your account opens through me, code is Anish, you will get excellent support. Now, if we go to check its reviews, I've seen and checked them myself. You'll find it's a license from the country of St. Lucia, an offshore license, and it's not very powerful. It's a new license, so you won't find many negative reviews. And on Trustpilot, you'll see decent ones. But if you ask ChatGPT, it'll say it doesn't have a solid foundation. You'll get responses like that. All right, guys. So as we were discussing our reviews, so If we write a review on the WikiFX website, I'll type it like this and it will show you. I'll click now. So for general registration, its rating is 5.7 out of 10. What did I say? Reviews always go up and down. Like if you try it yourself, then it will truly matter. Like I gave them my support number. Like I deposited $100,000. I made trades very, very quickly. For checking slippage and other things, it's quite all right. So you withdrew 2,000 and saw 100. All right. So this is going to be your review of it. Okay. And there are other reviews as well. Okay. Someone just said something like that. All right, regarding the delay, here's what you do. There are 2 negatives, 3 positives, and a couple of positives too. So you can handle it yourself. All right, and for any problem, my team is here. Yeah, you can deposit a little and try trading. No problem. Let's go to Trustpilot, and I'll note this down there too, because when using a company, it's vital to check everything. If you take a look, there are 4.5 reviews going on here. Let's click on 4.5. So it's good here on Trustpilot. Okay, so I've shown you the review as well, but the most important review is the one you'll do. You trade yourself, experience it and see. As for me, I've already done it and I might even shift my larger Express account. I'll wait a bit before doing it. For now, I'll deposit a small amount and trade with it. If it takes 1 week, maybe 2 weeks, then I'll shift my 1.5 to 2 crore account. So we po menu party. Oh, let's see. We'll continue with the rest of the video now. And what I'm telling you is, this is internal news. They have applied for a Dubai license as well. And paperwork is ongoing. They've also done it for Mauritius. But GWT doesn't know this internal news, so they won't tell you. They'll also say regulations are low, but regulations are going to increase. Now, the thing is that if there's a negative review, all brokers keep fighting against each other or instigate fights. So what I say is you should check your own experience, right? Just like I checked a fresh experience right in front of you. For me in trading, I had a lot of hands-on practice, man. I quickly tried placing and exiting trades. I saw the timely spread, check the slip. All right, I was very impressed. And now let's see how long the withdrawal takes. You can experience it yourself. Your money won't get stuck. That's not a problem. So if you trade correctly, you won't face any problems. It's better than simply watching this review. Well, look, if we consider Express, a company that's 15 years old today, think about when it was in its first or second year. How many regulations would they have had? I don't think they'll have too many regulations either. Like what truly matters is how the company operates, what their overall vision is, and through whom you choose to open your account. This really makes a big difference. Let me tell you something else. Since we're using MT5, an MT license is a big deal today. You might say everyone has one, and that's right. Like previously, MT white label licenses allowed a broker to buy one for say $25,000 a month and then split it among 10 people, collecting $2,500 from each. Nowadays, this doesn't happen. MT licenses aren't even issued anymore. It's gotten strict. I mean, many will have C-Trader Master, so an MT license is a good thing. Otherwise, if you use it yourself, you'll understand. Have you already told you about the downside? You'll have to log in on Chrome or Safari to view your deposits and withdrawals, and you'll have to trade within the MetaTrader app, which isn't a very big deal, and you can manage that. But since there's no Express account, what else can we do? We'll have to do this. That's the main drawback. Now, let me share an important point with you. Adi, if you are a beginner trader, then you must open a demo account on this platform and practice. After that, you can start trading in a real account. Deposits, withdrawals, and all other transactions are available to everyone through a good account, and they are very fast. So you deposited, let's say $1,000, you will get 300. You cannot withdraw that 300. So I can't even cover that loss. If there's a loss, it'll first be cut from the 300. If the 1,000 is cut, what's the gain? So this will work in 2 ways. Imagine some negative news suddenly breaks. You had set a stop loss. If your account goes negative, it'll protect you. And secondly, if it turns negative, it will disappear. If it goes negative, it's gone after one tick. This just gives you negative protection. And secondly, people who gamble will relate to this. Now imagine you had $1,000. You bought 0.5 BTC. BTC started falling. You bought another 0.5. It kept falling further. So your margin now is only 500 remaining. You have a real balance of 500, a bonus of 300, and 500 has gone into the negative. Now, your new position won't open, will it? And in such a situation, you shouldn't even open one, honestly. But if some people insist on doing so, then this $300 will certainly help you out there. You can open one more position, and if by sheer luck, BTC goes up, whether by luck or your careful analysis, you'll make a very big profit. So this becomes a form of averaging, which I personally tell my students you absolutely shouldn't do. when your PNL is in the red, you shouldn't increase your position, but this comes in handy for that. So my job on YouTube is to clarify everything for you where this bonus comes in handy. Don't think of this as a gambling thing. That's how it works. So don't think it'll be super useful, but it will protect you from negative balances. Let's move on now. Let's refresh this. My phone is now approved. I think it took, no, not 10. I believe it took around 10 to 12 minutes. It's been approved, which is good, but I'll show you it's approved. Let me just check it quickly while I'm at it. Forget that, guys. So did you see the screenshot? 97979, the exact amount we were supposed to get, has arrived and no fees were deducted. And this is the benefit. If you use UPI or similar, no fees will be charged there either. All right, guys. So we just saw how we completed the withdrawal. Now, let me show you from the card. Look, our withdrawal is right here. It's arrived. It's crypto now. Now, if we go to deposit, this is a very big deal for my Indian clients. What does the FIRMA Act say? You cannot take your money outside India. If you use UPI, the money stays within India. A crypto is irrelevant. It's an international product. But if you use your card, your bank account, well, figure out I'm showing you. What's the issue every time? It's been explained for a long time with that. Let's try to deposit $500 in these right now, submit it, and look at these 5. They're also reaching the card gateway. Okay, so this is what I'm teaching you. Money should not go outside of India. You'll soon understand what I was trying to say. Now you'll see it converted this amount into dirham. It will deduct money in dirham. Bro, charges were cut from your Indian bank account. The dirham conversion was wrong, so don't use this payment option. Otherwise, what would happen? That's not the case. When I came to Dubai, my bank account would close. I had to say, yours is fine, it'll close. An email will come for your account. They'll give you a chance to withdraw, then it will close. Guys, for all my subscribers or students, all of you who live outside India, whether you live in Pakistan, in Europe, in Australia, or anywhere else, if you live in South America, it's not available in America. The company doesn't operate in America. Afghanistan, Angola, it's certainly not available there. But you, no matter where you are in the world, use the card and trade effectively. So one thing is very important to know, that it will be charged in dirhams. If you're an Indian based in Dubai, then don't use your Indian card. I hope you've understood what I mean by this. Okay, so now let's just revert this back. Okay, so what you can do now is come here and simply use UPI. What's involved with UPI? You enter the method details, you enter the account amount, and you can put any note you like. Then you send money to this deposit, right? I write the transaction ID here and upload the file. It's simple, just the way everyone does it. Simple, that's it. Okay, that's it. So, all right then, brother, what did you see? Now, for a long time, everyone has been asking to suggest a broker where they can trade. And our Market Genius app, if you install it, you get a live trading section. This is only available to our referrals. Plus, we have 2 to 4 everyday Q&A sessions, which are also only for our referrals. And there are many such services that I'm going to introduce. My last batch has concluded. I'm currently creating a lot of quality content, like building new tech, and we're making a next level app for the market of innovative products. So if you want to join, until now, only referral access was possible, but our users who are part of my finance community can also contact my team to get access. So brother, that if you have any questions now, just ask in the comments. Okay, some people will say, oh, it's a new broker, it won't work out. What if it runs away? Well, the thing is, if someone had gone and told others about access that it would run away, then today it's your choice. I am telling you, whether it's reading any review or listening to what someone else has to say, or even listening to my own words, you won't truly understand